Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here. I am bringing you guys another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and this is a Wi-Fi battle that I had. I can't remember how long ago this battle was, but I know that this battle was actually relatively decent. And this was a battle up against SilverEspeon64. I do believe I have a battle up on the channel against them. Somewhere on my channel, but this was a really good battle, so I decided, hey, let's upload it. It's either here or it's on LumioseStation, which I also started up a new series on LumioseStation called Into the Darkness, where basically you guys challenge me on Showdown and I battle you and record it. So yeah, go check that out. Link to LumioseStation will be in the video description. But anyway, looking at the team, this is an OU battle, and I have got like a few OU battles on my computer, so you're gonna be seeing this OU team quite a lot because this OU team actually sort of works for me. It's been working for me as of late, so I said might as well keep on using this team until it stops working for me, right? I know, but I'm not really too scared of his team. His team looks sort of pre-Pokebank, I guess. I'm not necessarily sure. Well, actually no, he has a Conkeldurr, but I'm actually, well, then again, I don't even know if you can get Conkeldurr in X and Y, but anyway, I am really rusty on commentating Wi-Fi battles because I haven't done a Wi-Fi battle video in a long time, actually. Not counting the stream one, by the way. But my opponent is going to go ahead and lead off with the Galvantula, and I'm going to lead off with my Landers because I want to go ahead and get up my Stealth Rocks, which doesn't necessarily matter on the fact that, first of all, First of all, the Galvantula is already in here, and it's obviously Focus Sash, which is why I go for the Stone Edge, just to get it down to its Sash. I could have gone for the Earthquake, but I just felt like going for Stone Edge because I could. But yeah, and he has a Rapid Spinner in the form of Tentacruel on his team, so he can easily just bring it in and Rapid Spin anytime he wants because I don't have a spin blocker. But he's going to go into the Conkeldurr, which is actually, I don't know if it was a good idea or a bad idea. I'm not sure why he did that because I actually go for the U-turn because any move I went for outside of Stealth Rocks with my Landorus would have killed the Galvantula and I would have still been able to get a free switch. So he actually just gave me switch initiative. So I go into my Sylveon because my Sylveon is the best thing to take on his Conkeldurr because I can easily go for a Pixelate, Hyper Voice, and potentially kill this thing because he doesn't have the Assault Vest on him. He has the Toxic Orb, so I don't think Conkeldurr will be able to take that pretty well at all or anything like that. But the obvious switch into the Tentacruel is obvious, but I just go for the Hyper Voice just because, I don't want to over-predict or anything like that because, whenever I decide I want to over-predict, I completely mess up and end up losing a shit ton of Pokemon on my team. So I go for the Protect here just to scout and see what this Tentacruel wants to do, and he actually goes for the Toxic Spikes, which actually do not play a role in this battle at all, just because I have a Venusaur that can absorb those Toxic Spikes anytime I want. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch out, and I go into my Landorus because I think that he's gonna go for another layer of Toxic Spikes, and I can get a nice Earthquake off on this guy. Right? Wrong. He actually goes for the Scald, and he gets massive damage on my Landorus. Not only that, but he gets the burn as well. So now my Landorus is basically useless. It's completely crippled. Unless I want to actually take the time to have my Sylveon go for the Wish and Heal Bell to get my Landorus back up to full speed. This Landorus is basically dead. So at this point, I'm just trying to go for U-turn just to see if he's actually gonna switch out or not. And I just want to freeze. A free switch, or wait, am I getting a free switch? Not really. No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I just got done with schoolwork and school is getting really hectic, so yeah, I'm sorry guys, but I keep on going for U-turn because at this point, I don't care what the hell happens to the Landorus. He can go for the Rapid Spin. It honestly does not matter to me anymore. I just set up my Stealth Rocks because I love having Stealth Rocks on the other side of the field just because I just love having hazards up. But I go for the U-turn now, and I go ahead and go into my Venusaur because I want to absorb those Toxic Spikes. And if I can get those out of the way, I can freely switch into all my other Pokemon and not have to worry about them getting poisoned or anything like that. Even though I do have a Heal Beller on my team in the form of Sylveon, but my opponent is going to switch out and they're going to go into the Scizor because they think that their Scizor walls my Venusaur completely, which it actually doesn't. But I actually double switch and go into my Sylveon. I'm not really sure why I did that, but Yeah. I don't know why I did that, but now I'm actually going to switch out and go into my Landorus as death fodder because I really do not need my Landorus at all, honestly. And it's burned, and yeah, a burnt Landorus, and it's at low HP. I don't need this thing anymore. So he's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve his Scizor. That's perfectly fine with me. I can take it on no problem because once my Landorus dies, I can bring in the Charizard and scare out his Scizor easily, which is what happens right here. Actually, I go into my Charizard. Obviously, I'm going to Mega Evolve into Charizard Y, but he's going to go ahead and switch out and go into the Tentacruel because the Tentacruel does, in fact, wall my Charizard. I can't do anything to this Tentacruel. Now, if I was Charizard X, I could easily Dragon Dance, Earthquake, and I could have probably swept his team, honestly, if I really wanted to. But unfortunately, I'm Charizard Y, so, you know, the Tentacruel does, in fact, wall my Charizard. So I'm not sure if I actually switch out here or not. Do I actually switch? Yes, I do. I go into my Venusaur because the sun is up. My Venusaur has the chlorophyll, and I can get a nice +2 special attack with growth. And for the fact that I know he's going to switch into the Scizor, I can kill that Scizor right then and there because he doesn't know that my Venusaur carries a hidden power fire. Not only that, but his Tentacruel cannot do anything to my Venusaur because what did I see on his Tentacruel so far? Toxic Spikes, Protect, Rapid Spin, Scald. So basically he can't do anything to my Venusaur. So my Venusaur walls his Tentacruel, but he brings in the Scizor, which is great because I go for the growth. Now I'm +2 special attack. I can go for a hidden power fire. It's sun boosted. It's +2 max special attack. That Scizor is as good as dead. So I am able to catch the Scizor, and the Scizor dies, and I'm like, yes, that is a big threat out of the way because I don't need that thing bullet punching, U-turning all over my team. But he brings in the Galvantula now, and I'm just going to assume he brings in the Galvantula just so he can run out my Sun because there's really no other reason why he would bring in the Galvantula just to let it die like that. But he brings in the Hydreigon now. Now, I could have just went into my Sylveon right here to wall it, but I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to see what he's actually gonna go for. I don't need my Venusaur anymore because I took out the Scizor. I could keep my I could keep my Venusaur around just so I could absorb Toxic Spikes if he tries to set him up again, but it doesn't really matter. But I thought a +2 Sludge Bomb would be able to take out the Hydreigon, but it's not. But I go ahead and switch out, go into my Rotom to take the Flamethrower because I know Rotom can take a Flamethrower, and he's going to kill himself to Life Orb. So that's basically 2 powerful Pokemon down, and I'm just like, yes, thank you. Now, looking at his team, though, his team has a really mean weakness to Fairy. So my Sylveon could have just came in and just went ham because the 2 Pokemon that, or actually, the 1 Pokemon that resisted Sylveon is gone. So I could just Hyper Voice this whole team. But brings in the Conkeldurr. I go for the trick because I wanted to cripple the Conkeldurr a little bit. And he goes for the knockoff and kills my Rotom. I don't too much care because now I can bring in my Charizard. And I am so free to go for the Air Slash on whatever the hell I want. If he wants to switch into the Tentacruel, he can. I'm just going to keep on going for Air Slash, which he does actually switch out his Conkeldurr, and he's going to go into his Tentacruel, and I do go for the Air Slash. But now I'm actually going to speed up this part right here because this is basically like sort of a stall war. He goes for the Scald, and then he's going to go for the Protect just to get some HP back and basically stall out my stall out my Sun and all of that. So he ends up stalling out my Sun. I'm going to go ahead and switch out and go into my Sylveon, because, you know, I know he doesn't have any poison type attacks, and so I can just switch it in, take a special hit, and then switch right back out and go into my Charizard and bring back up the Sun, so then my Charizard can take on this Tentacruel a lot better, and will be able to take more Scalds in the Sun. And yeah, that's basically it. So that's basically what I do. I'm sorry if this commentary or if this narration is complete garbage. I'm still trying to get back into commentating Wi-Fi battles, but yeah, of course, you know, I'm sitting here texting right now, and that's very unprofessional, but I don't care because it's my video. But Now I actually switch out and I go into my, what the hell did I do? Oh, okay, I go back into my Sylveon just to take a hit. Either that, no I don't do that because of that. I go into Sylveon because I want to go for the wish. I don't too much care that the Tentacruel is getting back HP because I have a Garchomp, by the way, okay? I have a Garchomp ready and waiting. That Tentacruel will not be able to take 2 Earthquakes from my Garchomp. Just saying, okay? Just saying. But he goes for the Toxic Spikes perfectly fine. That was actually perfect because I can go for the Wish, which I do, and then I can easily just switch out and go into my Venusaur, absorb the Toxic Spikes, get my HP back with the Wish, and then my Venusaur will be in a great position. Now, he switches out and he goes into the Conkeldurr. Now, I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe he predicted me to go out into my Venusaur so he can catch it and kill it. Not really sure. I could have easily just stayed in with a Hyper Voice, but why would I go for a Hyper Voice on a Tentacruel? So actually, that was actually a really good play for him. And he could have probably went to his Dragonite too, which honestly, I actually forgot about his Dragonite until he brought it in. So yeah, but my Venusaur is just chilling here in the sun. I go ahead and go for the Sludge Bomb because it is my strongest move, and I can get, you know, decent damage on his Conkeldurr before my Venusaur dies to this Ice Punch, because there's no way in hell Venusaur is going to take that unless it was Mega. But, yeah. So, the sun runs out. It doesn't necessarily matter. My Venusaur is dead. I can just bring back in my Charizard, put the sun back up, and he's going to go ahead and switch out. Is he going to switch out? Or does he stay in? He switches out. There you go. So he switches out. He goes into the Tentacruel, and I'm basically just going to keep on Air Slashing this thing because Air Slash is I think Air Slash is my strongest move outside of Solar Beam, but Air Slash is stab and it has a chance to flinch. So that's basically why I'm going for Air Slash over Solar Beam. Solar Beam is what, base 110 I think, and then Air Slash is I can't remember if Air Slash is like 75 or 90 or something. I can't remember, but I actually do end up flinching him right here, which is actually really lucky for me. I'm not sure what he went for right there, but he just lets his Tentacruel die because there's no point in trying to stall it out because I can kill that Tentacruel anytime I want, right? Yeah, I know, but he goes into the Dragonite now, and this Dragonite is actually really scary, but I just go for the Air Slash because I know I can outspeed it unless it was Choice Scarf, but it wasn't. I just go for the Air Slash just to break its multi-scale. He goes for the Dragonite. I don't care. I have a Sylveon. Dragonites cannot one-shot Sylveon unless it's like +6 Fire, Thunder, Extreme Speed, Earthquake, Punch, something. I don't know, but he's only +1, so he kills my Charizard perfectly fine. I bring a Sylveon, and I basically clean up the rest of his team because the rest of his team is weak to Fairy. His Dragonite doesn't have the multi-scale anymore, so a Hyper Voice will be able to completely destroy this thing. And then all he has left after that is his Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr cannot one-shot my Sylveon unless he had like Poison Jab or something. But then again, even if he did, I still have other Pokemon to bring in to take out his Conkeldurr. So that's basically GG. So yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle, I'm sorry if this commentary or narration was completely butchered, but I'm still a little bit rusty on Wi-Fi battles, so you know, please forgive me. I'm so sorry, you guys. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, you guys are just gonna be getting a lot of Wi-Fi battles until school decides to calm down. But yeah, outside of that, you know, good game to use SilverEspeon, and I would check you guys out later. Peace.